Hey everybody, this is Matt here again with Shaving the Day. Apologies that it's been a few days since my last video. Actually, it's probably been a little over a week. Just been pretty busy, but I'm happy to be making a video now. Just wanted to say thank you, huge thank you to all of my subscribers and supporters, as I've just recently gone over 150 subscribers, so that's a pretty good milestone. I feel very good about that, and I'm very thankful for all the support. So thank you guys for all of that. I will probably do another giveaway when I get to 250. So still definitely a ways away from there, but I look forward to reaching that milestone and doing a giveaway for you guys to show my thanks. So again, thank you for all the support. I'm continuing with sample September, but this shave is also a mystery shave. So I have stuff that my fiance picked out under a towel here. She picked out the bowl, the soap, the brush, and the aftershave. So, but the soap will be a sample. It won't be a full tub because I'm doing sample September, like I said. So we're gonna find out what those are. But real quick, the one thing I know I'm using is the Rockwell 6S with a Gillette Wilkinson sword blade in it. And I do have like 4 or 5 days worth of growth here. So I have it on the R4 plate, if you can see that, the R4 plate. I normally use the R2, but since it's a little heavier growth, I'm gonna use the R4 and see how that goes. But without any further ado, let's find out what I'll be using. Okay, so first and foremost, the bowl is the Timeless Blue Bowl, which I definitely enjoy using. And to go along with that, my Maggard's blue-handled synthetic brush, which I love using as well. And then for the soap, one that I've never used before, and it's actually discontinued, is PAA's Oubliette. I believe that's how you say it. So this is a sample that was given to me by Brian Foley, I believe. And he's on YouTube, the Senseless Shaver, but it's not S-E-N-S-E, it is S-C-E-N-T-S. So it's kind of a play on words because he can't smell. So look him up, the Senseless Shaver, I believe is his name. He's a great guy, super generous, really enjoy talking to him. PA's Oubliette, which is discontinued, and this is in the CK1 base. Smells great. I don't know what the scent notes are off the top of my head at all, but it does have a great smell. And I think it was like a scent that they used on like howtogrowumustache.com, or whatever forum that was before it was PAA. So I think that scent goes pretty far back in PAA's history. For those of you who don't know, PAA is Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. So yeah, they're a great company, and yeah, I look forward to using this CK1 base. And finally, I'll be pairing it up with Ariana and Evans A&E's Which One's Pink, which I've used once or twice, I think. And this I know is like a woody oriental scent that I really enjoy. And yeah, like I said, I don't know the scent notes on Oubliette. They're definitely not, you know, the same, but I can see how they would, you know, pair fairly well together. So without any further ado, I'm gonna scoop some of this into this bowl and commence lathering. Get a generous amount of soap in there. I'm used to CK6, which I think is a little bit more of a thirsty soap than CK1. I think CK1 probably doesn't need quite as much water, but I am going to add water slowly, a little bit at a time. And so I will lather this up and then I'll come back. All right, guys, I am back. I just applied some of this Nivea shave stick as a pre-shave to get me started, and I lathered up the Oubliette soap in this Timeless bowl. And would you look at that? Look at how moisturized and just creamy this lather looks, like a yogurt consistency. You know, you get that sheen to it by adding water slowly, just a little bit at a time. And there's plenty in the bowl, so we're gonna go ahead and start lathering here. And PAA's CK1 and CK6 soap bases are always top notch, and so I'm expecting, you know, really good performance from this soap as well. Said moisturized about the lather earlier, I meant to say hydrated. Which I guess I kind of mean the same thing. As you guys can see, the mustache that I had in my last video is gone. My fiance did not like it, and so I grew it out for that murder mystery party thing, and I shaved it a day or two after that was done. Trying to add a little more water to this lather here. And that murder mystery party was a lot of fun. There were about 8 of us that participated, everyone dressed up. Some very unique costumes that were fitting for everyone's character, and nobody guessed the murderer correctly, and it was not me. But yeah, the murderer did a great job kind of not giving anything away, so they were successful. All right, we're gonna get this started here with the Rockwell 6S on their R4 plate with this Gillette Wilkinson sword blade, which I have not used in quite a while. That's very good so far. Very smooth. I really do love this Rockwell 6S. It really is efficient, and it does not leave me with a lot of irritation. Very nice. Like I said, I've got fairly heavy growth right now compared to what I normally like to have. Normally, I don't like more than like 2 or 3 days growth max. And this is about 4 or 5. I think it's 5 days growth. Very slick soap, especially with that Nivea pre-shave underneath. Once you get it nice and hydrated, it does everything you could ask for. Definitely one of the best soap bases in the game. Definitely some more blade exposure that you can noticeably feel between, or blade gap, I should say, that you can noticeably feel between the R2 and the R4 plates. And I really probably shouldn't be wearing a hat backwards because it's kind of making it difficult for me to lean back as far as I need to. But we'll make it work. expecting a few nicks here and there because I normally get some when I have heavier beard growth. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm excited that it is turning into some more fall type weather. Not today. Today is about 84, or was about 84 degrees, so in West Michigan, so definitely not today, but had a few days in the 60s in the last week, and 60s are probably my favorite. Sorry if I was leaning down too far for you to see. Alright, that's a good first pass, so we're going to rinse off and then relather. Alright, we're going to relather here, and yeah, this oubliette soap definitely has a nice scent to it. It's pretty clean and fresh, but I really can't describe it super well because I'm having a hard time picking out any specific scent notes. But it's definitely like a clean scent, and not, I don't just say clean as in like a soapy scent. I just mean like it's like if it were a cologne or a perfume, it would be on the fresher side. It's not like a bunch of super heavy ingredients, at least from what I can make out. But maybe I'll include the scent notes if I can find them, because I know it is discontinued, so I'm not sure if the scent notes are like readily available, but I do have plenty of people I can ask that would be able to probably help me find out that information. There's a lot of people that are PAA fans that keep track of all that kind of stuff, which I appreciate. And I just saw Cider House 5 came out recently, and I really, really want to pick up a sample of that because it sounds like it's right in my wheelhouse. Aaron from Double H Shaves and I have pretty similar tastes as far as what we like. And we both like more darker fall winter type scents, and that seems like an amazing one. All right, we're gonna go across the grain. Sorry if this video is a little long. Just haven't done one in about a week or so, and trying to talk more so you don't have too many periods of just silence watching me shave. That first pass mowed it down pretty good, so definitely not picking up the same, amount of whiskers in this soap as I'm shaving. You can see a couple little spots right there. The Rockwell Success just feels very different on your face than any other razor that I own. It's like, you can tell just the quality craftsmanship of it is you know, it makes a difference, and it just kind of glides pretty smoothly across the skin. And as it's gliding, it just feels different, smoother than a lot of other razors I own. Let me know if you have similar thoughts about it. It's just kind of like the metal feeling of it. It's not as harsh as some razors. It is very smooth. I'm kind of trying to go across the grain like that under my chin, because sometimes that area doesn't get completely smooth. And I'm probably pushing harder than I should be right now. Actually, I'm definitely doing that, but just trying to get a pretty smooth shave. When you got more growth than you're used to, it's nice to shave it down, you know, as close as you can get. You know, I try to do that without nicks or irritation, but you know, you can't always avoid that. Wilkinson Silver Blade is doing a good job in this. Oh, I should mention it's the Gillette Wilkinson sword from India, not the German blade. Alright, we're going to rinse off and come back for the third pass. Alright, we're going to start lathering here for the third and final pass. I just love how the CK1 and CK6 soaps just kind of, if you lather them correctly, they just go on very smoothly, and the consistency and texture of them is just really nice. And you can tell they have a lot of skin food in them, so they're very nourishing, and the post-shave feel from them is phenomenal. All right, third and final pass. Oh, I almost went with the grain. I'm going against the grain. On my last pass, I normally like to go on an angle like that also, just in case I missed anything earlier. And it gets very smooth. Very smooth. You can still hear some feedback, so there's definitely still growth there. Very smooth. This is one of the hardest places for me to get to be fully smooth. And I usually have to go like this a few times, really stretch it. That's better. That's much better. You know, I like this Wilkinson Sword Gillette blade, but it's definitely not the smoothest blade. I'm feeling that now. It does the job, but I wouldn't put it in like one of my absolute favorites. Definitely getting some irritation here on my neck, but I gotta keep moving forward. Just trying to get that smooth because it does grow in a swirl pattern right there. It's not always the easiest. You go in a couple different directions. And that's pretty good. Apologies if my hand's getting in the way of the video. That's just how it is at certain angles. And I'm not going to go against the grain on my mustache area because I just don't trust myself sometimes. I don't like getting irritation on my upper lip. Well, you know what? Not too many nicks, and the irritation could be worse. So overall, pretty good shave. Pretty darn smooth. I would say it's definitely bordering BBS. But I'm gonna rinse off and do the post-shave routine, and then I'll come back. All right, guys, I'm coming back with this A&E Ariana and Evans Which One's Pink aftershave splash. And if you're wondering, the post-shave routine was 2 cold water rinses. Then I throw on some of this coconut water witch hazel. And then I have been using this Power Stick aftershave balm, which surprisingly works very well for the price. It is a bit thicker than I like it to be though. So I cut it down with some of this witch hazel, just squirt some in my hand, and then massage it into my face and neck area with some witch hazel, and it thins it out. And then I just let that dry for a few minutes while I'm cleaning up my gear. But now I'm coming back with the splash. Like I said, I think it's a woody oriental scent. And I can't remember the scent notes exactly, but it is very, very nice. And I definitely enjoy it. And so does my fiance. She picked it out, so. Wow. Very, 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 very nice. No burn whatsoever. And a lot of that has to do with letting that witch hazel and balm dry and sit on my skin for a while before I apply the splash, which I'm applying very liberally right now because I really do love the smell. That's very, very nice. I love doing mystery shaves like that where she picks out my gear. It's just a fun little twist on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.